The shooting and threats here locally, a Georgia school system is pushing for safer schools.
Yeah, Catoosa County schools announced today they're adding 5 new school resource officers to certain schools. Alex George joins us now live. Alex, why does the school system say that they need this change right now?
Yeah, Kim, they said they wanted to do this immediately because of that Florida shooting. Now, this was already in the strategic plan. It was planned for 2020, but they decided to speed it up and do it this year. Now, middle schools and high schools in Catoosa County already have armed school resource officers, but now elementary schools like this one will have them too. In today's society, this parent says having an armed officer in an elementary school has become a necessity.
I think it's an excellent idea.
With 5 new school resource officers serving in elementary schools, children as young as kindergartners will be protected by an armed officer.
As long as there's a person there authorized there to handle that weapon, and they know to keep it out of the children's reach, I think it's totally fine. School officials say that the plan to put officers in these schools was sped up in the wake of the Florida shooting.
It's sad that we talk about that in today's times, and you know, 27 years ago when I was a principal, you didn't think about this, but times have changed, and of course we have to change with it.
Parents even reached out to the school asking what changes could be made.
It's been on the minds of our parents, it's been on the minds of our teachers.
And as a grandparent of young kids, board member Jack Sims says the photos of the victims after the Florida shooting were a wake-up call.
But as soon as that picture popped up, I thought, my goodness, that looks like one of my own. So, I mean, we've got to do something.
And while Sims says he knows this may be scary for some young kids at first,
there will be some apprehension with perhaps some parents and some students, but I think that will quickly go away.
He says these officers are meant to build lasting relationships with the kids, so when children like Travis White's 9-month-old baby grow up, the school will be a safer place.
Learning cannot take place if a student doesn't feel safe, and safety becomes before learning. And that, you know,
The money for those officers will come out of the city commission budget and out of the school board reserve budget. Superintendent Reese tells me there will be no differences to taxpayers after these officers are placed. It's coming entirely from reserves. For now, reporting live in Ringgold, Alex George, News Channel 9.
Alex, thank you. Now, in the past several weeks, several schools have added security measures. Tiger Creek Elementary, for example, is the first school in the entire region to test out a high-tech security system called Silocks. The system can send messages directly to police and track movement for an active shooter situation.
This week, Hamilton County announced it will implement the Raptor system. It requires all visitors to scan their IDs, and it runs an instant check against the registered sex offender databases in all 50 states. Bradley County will also add more school resource officers to the high schools there. Schools will now have an armed deputy who will keep a written log of who comes to campus during the day.
Security of Education